And wait for it, we are now live, and hello and welcome to the Geek Battle Show here on the Extreme Improv Xstreamed YouTube channel. And maybe if you're watching later, we're not live on it, but we will also be on the Geek Battle YouTube channel. So head over to www.youtube.com/@geekbattle, as well as /Extreme Improv. You got to make sure you've got the @ in there. You can go @Extreme Improv, but you don't need to on that one. But you do need to go youtube.com/@geekbattle to find that one. And smash that subscribe button. Set those phasers to stun, because it is time for us to have some fun. Now, on the show tonight, we have a amazing collection of geeks, nerds, dweebs, and fabulous people, and we're going to have some Geek Battle chats, some Geek Battle games, and some Geek Battle times. On the show tonight, in this opening round, which is our introductions round, our performers will introduce themselves and give a random geek fact, for which I may or may not award points. Starting with Danny O'George. Say hello to the people and give a random geek fact.
Hello everyone, Danny. I'm from Portsmouth in the UK. My random fact. So I couldn't think of one like straight away, but I guess here's something that might interest some more musically minded people. So you know how Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they did that musical episode Once More with Feeling, where sort of everyone sort of bursts into song for whatever reason. Now Alison Hannigan, who plays Willow, she really did not want to sing at all. And the compromise was that she'd have a couple of lines in one of the more ensemble ones, but she the song "Under Your Spell," which Tara sings by herself, was meant to be a duet with her and Willow. And it wasn't until after the episode aired that Alison regretted not singing, because she heard her singing back when she was doing the ensemble bits, and she really liked the sound of her voice. She didn't think she had a good one, so she kind of like wishes she'd done the duet now with Amber Benson.
Wow. I also heard that Joss Whedon threatened to throw her into a cupboard for several days if she didn't do it.
Don't know.
Not true. Right, not true, but you could... This is the problem with the internet nowadays. Like, with all the other rumours, everyone would just be like, oh, and we heard this, and then they'd believe it.
Yeah.
But...
That is a fact.
Well, there you go. I'm willing to give at least a bonus point there. Nothing more, but at least a bonus point. Right, Capelthave, say hello to the people and give us a random geek fact.
Hail from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, otherwise known as Sri Lanka. It's Capelthave, and my geek fact is that before the Avengers movie, when everyone thought, oh, this is a great movie because they haven't done this movie before, they actually copied the cartoon completely. There was an Avengers cartoon called Avengers Ultimate, and it had the exact same plot, except there's a battle between Hulk and the other Avengers, but they put that very early on in the movie. It's basically the same movie. They took out Loki and they put the Kaiser, kind of like a Red Skull replacement, but it's the same movie again. But I think that's why the Avengers became a success, while the Justice League could have copied the Justice League animated show, which was widely popular and had a better script, did not do that, so it failed.
Yeah. So it didn't have Loki?
No, it didn't have Loki.
How was it the same movie then?
They just replaced it with Kaiser, but basically the same role.
Okay. Was it the same, like, 6 Avengers?
Yeah, the same. There's also Ant-Man, but he's giant.
And also Ant-Man.
That's the... Yeah. But he's referred to as...
Oh, and Wolverine and Spider-Man, right?
So it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm gonna give a pity bonus point there. Just because I think Cap deserves it. Right. Tim, say hello to the people.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? From Providence, Rhode Island. I'm Tim, and my geek fact of the day is, I think when you look at good superheroes and characters, you study their background and their story arc, and I think the reason why a lot of people probably connect with Tony Stark is because he is a character who has flaws. In the comic books, he has been presented as being an alcoholic and also having trouble with relationship issues. You see him in the movies, you see how his character arc and development goes from being like a playboy billionaire to being like more responsible and taking risks with Age of Ultron, and then all of a sudden like needing to deal with his own trauma and, you know, eventually the biggest sacrifice, which was, you know, giving up what he needed to be in Endgame. So that's, you know, continue to study your character's story arcs and identify with it. If it's something you like, and hopefully that can be an inspiration for you to make good choices. Also analyze the ones you've made previously from a place of not guilt or shame.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say within that, I enjoyed your description of Tony Stark. I don't feel that was quite enough of a geek fact for me. But what I did learn is you connect with Tony Stark, who you said was a playboy billionaire. So that's great. Good to learn that about you, Tim. Now,
no, I don't connect with Tony Stark so much, but just I feel like he's like, you know, he as we know, Iron Man was the first movie that started off the MCU. And when you look at its director, he also was given The Mandalorian to start like the TV version of Star Wars. So I think that, you know, that's probably the first superhero that people connected with, and that's why I brought him up.
Yeah. Although technically, through changing universes and that, isn't Spider-Man now the film that started the MCU?
Actually, very true.
Yeah. We didn't know that at the time. How we didn't know that, though? Cap, you wanted to add to that?
Nickelback did.
Yeah, just like that, Iron Man was also killed in the Ultimate movie, and it was brought back by Thor. But it's the exact same scene. He flies up into the alien mothership, and he throws something that explodes the ship, and he falls down, and he's now unconscious. And everyone's like, oh no, Ant-Man's dead. But then Thor brings it back up.
Yeah, you've tried to push that.
Point.
No, I'm taking his point away. He's tried to push that too much now. Right, okay. Andrew, say hello to the people and give us a random geek fact.
Hello, Andrew here from Hastings in the UK. My geek trivia, Bond trivia, I haven't done that in a while. When Roger Moore played Bond, he refused to run on screen because he was very self-conscious about the way he ran. He didn't like how he looked when he ran, so he didn't run on screen when he played Bond.
Who? Roger Moore?
Yeah.
Did he have, like... Do you remember Phoebe in Friends, the way she runs? Is it like that?
No idea.
That's what I want to imagine.
You know what
Okay.
I heard is in the scenes where Roger Moore is running, they actually use Tom Hanks' brother.
Yeah.
Which one? He has two.
What?
The one that looks and sounds like him. It's stupid. I'll explain it later.
Okay. Jimmy Mac, say hello to the people and give us a random geek fact.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so that reference in the movie Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks doesn't like to run, so they used his brother in the running scenes. Tom Hanks, he doesn't do the voice for, like, Woody or any of the merchandise for Toy Story. He uses the brother, who apparently sounds like him. That's not my geek fact. My geek fact comes from the animal kingdom. Scientists have proven, this is my favorite trivia fact of all time, by the way. Scientists have proven that monkeys have an innate sense of fairness, and they know when they're being chumped. What they did is they brought some apes into the lab, and they would have them do a task. And so they would give, they would give them grapes, and then they would have, bring the monkeys in together, and they would give, they would have them do the task, and they would give one ape a banana, and they would give the other one a grape. And the ones who got the grapes would throw the grape back at the scientist like they knew they were being chumped. Chimpanzees, however, have such a sense of fairness that when they see that each other aren't getting the same thing, they'll share the food around to make sure that each chimp didn't get chomped, that they all got the same thing.
Wow, that's super interesting. I'm not going to give you a point for it, but I liked what you said about Forrest Gump, so I'm going to give you a point for that instead. But I was
Maybe that's how Kong and Godzilla shared to fight the Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah. No, I was
and it's also how Tom Hanks and his brother, they didn't want to chump anyone, so we'll make sure it's as identical as possible.
So I went up.
And that's how in the Avengers Ultimate movie, Avengers didn't want to chump the Hulk, so they all fought him.
Right, minus 1 point cap. Right, so anyway.
I'm going to try and get a couple nice points. Yeah.
Did you know that the movie Forrest Chump is exactly the same as that movie that Cap is describing? They don't use Loki. They use the principal who gets Forrest into the school even though he's unintelligent.
Wait, so you're saying in the other version, Forrest's mother sleeps with a chimp?
No, a chump.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was up a mountain in Kyoto in Japan where there are just wild macaques. And if you want to feed them, like as a human, you have to go inside like a cage, and then they're all on the outside in the wild, and you feed them through the cage. But you have to buy a bag of the food, and if you run out, you're like, oh, I just want to get one more photo. So you pretend to feed them, and they get super pissed off at you if you pretend to feed them. So they have a sense of fairness. Marty, last but certainly not least, give us a geek fact and say hello to the people.
Hi, this is Marty here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'd just like to say that someone tried to feed macaque once, and it didn't go well. So, my geek fact is that DC Comics at one time introduced a Buddhist superhero called the Green Llama, and I'm running out of facts, so that's mine for today.
That's a pretty good one.
Just to expand on Marty's fact, the Green Llama's power was reincarnation.
I don't know if I don't know if I should take any of that seriously from either of you.
No,
Any from South Park?
If Marty's looking at the same website I am, I can easily send it to you, David. It's a real fact.
Wow. Okay. I'm still not giving a point though. Now we're gonna move on.
Maybe in the next life, Marty.
We're gonna start off with a quickfire game. We're going to have a group category battle, and this will be one versus the many. So the way this works, and this was a special request, I won't say from whom, but this was a special request. We're going to play group category battle. The way it works, I'm going to tell you guys an order that you were in, and you get to nominate a category which you think that you can name lots of things from. And then it will be you versus everyone else. So basically, say it was Marty, and Marty was going to name Star Wars characters as an example. He would name one, then I would name one, then Marty would name one, then Andrew would name one, then Marty would name one, then Danny would name one, then back to Marty. So it's always the one has got to keep coming up with more versus the collective knowledge of everyone else. Now, if anyone else feels they need help from their team, they get one chance per person to call for help, basically. And let's have a look. I'll tell you the order so you can number yourselves or you can just remember it. The order will go Marty, myself, Andrew, Danny, Capelthave, Tim, and then Jimmy Mac, and then back to Marty. So, so Marty 1, David 2, Andrew 3, Danny 4, Cap 5, Tim 6, and Jimmy Mac 7. Who would like to go first? Has anyone got something ready? Tim, what would you like to name?
Star Wars Legends characters.
Star Wars Legends characters.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we are going to lose. Damn, when you need one.
Okay, wow. Okay, so does anyone know how this differs from regular Star Wars? Because I don't.
I don't.
Well, this is only really up to Tim to verify. But if we
I'm
find
gonna win
later
so
that
far.
he's cheating, then okay. So Tim.
No, I won't be cheating on this.
Okay, fair enough. So Star Wars Legends, don't Google it, guys. If we think that people are Googling it, then we will ban them. Right.
We can write it down and verify after.
What? No, this sounds too complicated now. So, Tim, it'll be you, then Jimmy Mac, then you, then Marty, then you, then me, and so on and so forth. And, okay, so, Tim, go for it.
Koran Horn, Jedi
Darth
and
Vader.
X-Wing pilot.
Darth Vader,
Darth
Jimmy
Vader.
Mac said.
Okay, Myrax Terek.
Marty?
Darth Maul.
Booster Terek.
Darth Sidious?
Anakin Solo.
My turn, right?
No, it's Andrew.
Oh, Luke Skywalker.
Mara Jade.
Darth Bane.
Cade Skywalker.
Yeah, Cap.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Isan Iser, Director of Imperial Intelligence.
Wedge Antilles.
Taicho Selchuk.
Princess Leia.
Warlord Zinj.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jaina Solo.
Yoda.
Jason Solo.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Abeloth.
Have you guys said Anakin Skywalker? I'm asking about this.
I don't think so.
Okay, Anakin Skywalker.
Darth Revan.
Chewbacca. What a Wookiee.
Lobaka.
Call for help! Oh no! We're beaten. So Tim. Guys, if you can't come up with one, you can call for help. But you got to call for help. So Tim, you have the one has beaten the many. So well
that
done.
was too easy.
So hang on, I'm really
that's-
confused. How was this just not Star Wars?
It is
well,
kind of.
Legends was all the stuff before Disney bought it.
Oh, now I get it. Thank
Yeah,
God.
so-
I was desperately trying to think of characters from the Book of Boba Fett. Oh, I should have said Boba Fett.
I should have said Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Were the Clone Wars part of that Legends? Were the clones in it, like Rex and Cody?
I imagine possibly, but I think didn't Disney buy it when the Clone Wars was out? Maybe.
Yeah, but Clone Wars season 1, I think, was out before Disney bought it.
I'm gonna count it because like I grew up reading all those books, so it was kind of unfair.
Well, no, Tim, that was very impressive display.
What'd you say?
I should have just made something up. I should have just said Machinar Flavin. Real fast.
That's a great name. Like you could have at least 3 books made from all these made up names.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably.
Okay, let's have a look. Jimmy Mac, you're next on the line. Do you have a category for us?
Kurt Vonnegut books.
What?
What?
Ooh. Yeah.
If Tim wants to play hardball, I'll play hardball.
This ain't hardball.
This just sounds like bullshit. I'm just going to say members of my
Okay,
family.
no, you know what? that was based on my initial reaction. I'll make it easier. Characters from any Punch-Out game.
I lost that one.
Oh,
I lost that
flip.
one.
I know one.
Okay. Characters from any Punch-Out game. Okay, right.
This is good. We're getting some deep diving. Into
Yeah,
weirdness.
we're going into it. Right, I guess remember to ask for help if we're stuck. Remember we get to ask for help if we're stuck once, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Jimmy Mac, go.
Little Mac.
Marty.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, we've just lost. Right, good
Somebody
guess.
help him out. Somebody help him out.
No, it's too late.
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
Hey, there's no game that has Muhammad Ali in it.
Yeah,
You
there
should've
is,
said
but it's
Big
not
Mac.
one of these.
You should have said Big Mac.
Yeah, Big Mac. Ah, damn. Okay, look. Okay, I'm going to implement a new rule here because I think it's a shame if someone has a category and they don't get to demonstrate it. So, Jimmy Mac, I'm going to give you an opportunity for a bonus point here. I'm going to... If you can name... I don't even know if there are 10 characters. If you can name 10 characters in quick succession now, including any that's already been named, you'll get a bonus point. Go.
Okay. Soda Popinski. Vodka Drunkinski. Great Tiger. Don Flamenco. Mike Tyson. A real boxer. Let's see. We've got Hurricane Piston Honda, Mad Clown, Bear Hugger. You've got Gabby J. You've got the Frenchman. God damn, what's his name?
Oh, that is 9.
That's
That is
close.
9. That is close.
Oh, you didn't say Glass Joe.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of his name, the French guy.
Oh, you should. I don't even think you said Little Mac that time.
Mackinac Flavin.
Mackinac Flavin.
You know, Flavin.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm going to give you a bonus point there, Jimmy Mac. You came close enough.
All right.
But also, when you seemed a bit stuck at about 5, you may have been making up the names thereafter. I didn't know, so not a clue.
I didn't know.
Right. Okay. Now then, Marty, it's your category. What would you like to name?
Planet of the Apes characters.
Okay. God, this is so deep. This is so, like none of these are obvious.
I like it.
Okay.
Laura Jean, but you guys are gonna die.
Think
Well,
about it.
I gave people stuff that they could use, like Star Wars characters. So
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. We can help each other for this. We've got it.
We can.
Okay.
This can be from any of the movies.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
There have been many.
Marty, go for it.
Dr. Zaius.
Caesar. Marty.
Oh,
And
Zero.
that's time. Okay, I'll allow it. Keep going. What did you say? What did you say?
I said Zero.
Okay, Andrew.
Number 3.
No, ask for help. Koba. He names Koba. Koba.
Help! Cobra.
Lisa.
Isn't there one called Cornelius or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Maurice.
Damn it, that was mine. Guys, help me. What's the gorilla's name?
Don't know. Anyone?
Statue
James
of
Franco?
Liberty?
Oh, Marty, you've beaten us. Marty, you have beaten us. Okay.
Now
gonna
name
say-
10 Planet of the Apes characters in quick succession.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
Okay. Cornelius, Zira, Dr. Zaius, Mayor Breck, McDonald, Lisa, Koba, Maurice, General Ursus, General Urko, Brent.
Okay, there you go. Bonus point there. Bonus point, Marty. Now, I actually did realise that I forgot the scoring system because we haven't done this game in a while. So let me just count how many points. So 1, 2, 3. So if the person wins, the idea is they get 6 points. So Tim, I need to upgrade you to 6 points. Jimmy Mac, I need to give you 6 points from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Marty, you get 6 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Tim?
Who's the Dobby-looking feather trucker from the newer Planet of the Apes one?
Wasn't that McFlavin? or whatever it is?
Yeah,
Mackinac Flavin. No, it had
the
the ape with the sweater, the vest.
yeah, I can't remember his name.
In which version?
Isn't it like
He was played by Steve Zahn.
Yes, Steve Zahn.
Isn't it like something like riboflavin or something?
Probably, yeah, riboflavin.
Isn't it bioflavonoids, or is that just something getting like in your yogurt?
Well, we're not talking about food, so
okay.
I'm gonna look it up, Tim.
Right.
that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Like, he was a cute character.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for one that I think that is a generally easy enough one. Let's go for Sonic the Hedgehog characters. There's films, there's cartoons, there's video games. Let's see what we can do. So I will go first. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, damn it.
Got mine.
Andrew.
Dr. Robotnik.
I will say Tails.
And to that, I would say Amy Rose.
To which I will say Knuckles.
Oh no! Why do you keep stealing my Gary? Help! Help!
All right, wait, do we say
Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic.
Okay. To which I will say Cream the Rabbit.
No, thank you.
Your part.
Help.
SBO.
Espio.
To which I will say, oh no, Vector the Crocodile.
Dr. Eggman.
Oh, controversial. What are we going to call on that? It's the same character.
But wasn't he called different names in different games?
Yeah, so
Well, okay, but then I'm going to say Supersonic.
Help.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Damn it!
2, 1. That's time. Oh, okay, I take it. Wow. I thought I wasn't going to win that one. Right. Okay. So that gives Andrew. It's over to you. What are you going to name?
10 characters.
What's this?
What?
10 characters.
10 characters. I think we just went through 10, so I don't want the point.
Yeah,
I don't want the point. I don't want the point. Right. Okay. Andrew.
Saturday Night Live cast members.
Ooh. Okay. Fair play. Saturday Night Live cast members. Andrew.
Oh, nice.
Go for it.
Bill Murray.
Danny.
Oh, sorry. Chris Farley.
Gilda Radner.
Alec Baldwin?
Not a cast member.
No.
Oh no,
Say Tina Fey.
Wait. Why does that freeze? Why does Alec Baldwin not count? He's on it every week.
Guest host.
Oh, he's been on it so many times. So how does he not count? I don't understand how it works. It's an American thing.
He was a guest
He's
member.
not
He was
Cast member. He was a host, so like
What?
a guest.
See? Oh, okay. Then I guess we
I
went
can
wrong.
change it if you want.
No, it's too
Yeah, say
late. You
Tina
can't
Fey,
give a wrong
Tina
answer.
Fey.
You can't give a wrong answer. So Andrew, you have taken the points. Wow.
Hey, like Alec Baldwin, you gave it your best shot.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It took me a while to get.
I should have just went with Eddie Murphy.
I do apologize to the family though of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Right. Let's move on swiftly.
That joke was involuntary.
Okay.
No, it was very voluntary. I'm a jerk, so that's just
Right. Okay. Danny O'George. What are you going to name?
Well, since we're all sort of being very, very niche here, with our
Don't do
choices-
it. I know what you're going to name. It's Final Fantasy
no,
9
no,
characters,
no.
isn't it?
No,
God damn
it's
it.
not Final Fantasy. It is not Final Fantasy. I did that last time I was on. This time, however, taking it to the 90s, famous people who have had their likeness appear on Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So is it characters or are they actors
okay.
or the famous actors?
So it's not obviously themselves. It's like clay animated puppets or something that look like the famous people they're based on.
Okay.
So, okay.
Right.
So follow our lead, but it's a show from the late 90s, Capel Fave.
Cap and Fave is from the late 90s. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So, Daddy, you start things off.
Technically.
Okay. So I will start with Mills Lane.
Courtney Cox.
Yes. Yep. She's been on the show. So that I would say Jennifer Aniston.
Mel Gibson.
Yep. Mel Gibson's been on that, and I would say Pamela Anderson.
Jimmy Mac?
I think Weird Al Yankovic was on.
Yeah, he was on. So that I would say Jackie Chan. I think it's
Marty.
Who's next?
Oh, Liam Gallagher.
Yes.
Wow.
That I would say Noel Gallagher.
I think I'm right with this. Carrot Top?
Yes.
Ooh.
I would then counter that with Britney Spears.
Eminem.
Yep. Eminem's been on there. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Matthew Perry.
I mean, yeah, he has been on the show, I suppose. Ozzy Osbourne.
Was the band Kiss on it?
Yes. All four of them were.
Oh, you could. That was 4 answers you could have given there, Tim.
I know. Well, in that case, the Beastie Boys.
Help.
Anyone? I don't know the show.
Matt LeBlanc. The French guy must be
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. You see there's a theme there, Capel Fave. I would say Paris Hilton.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yes.
Oh no, my French guy is gone.
Danny?
I said Roger Moore.
Oh. In that case, I'm going to say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes. I would say China.
Matt Damon?
Yes.
It wasn't your turn.
Oh,
Just allow it. Danny, then back to Andrew.
I'll allow it. Speaking of which, Judge Judy.
Tom Cruise, surely.
Yep. Tom Cruise been on that. Nicole Kidman.
David Miller.
Who?
Who?
Isn't that Ross's name?
Did you say David Miller?
You mean Dennis? You mean Dennis Miller?
Oh no, Daddy, you have beaten us. Thank God. You've put us out of our misery, too.
Yes.
I was mostly just guessing at this moment.
Right. It feels...
What's his name?
David Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer.
David Miller. Right,
I mean,
okay,
David-
fair enough.
David
Wow.
Miller has also been on the show.
Okay. Cap, it ends with you. What would you... What
You
is
know
your
what? I'm going to
category?
be generous. DreamWorks character.
DreamWorks characters. Okay,
Yeah.
DreamWorks
Especially
characters.
the animation. Especially the animation.
Yeah, okay, so DreamWorks characters. Starting with Cap, take it away.
Shrek.
Woody?
No! Oh, no. So, Cap, you instantly get the points. But once again, if someone doesn't get to demonstrate their full metal of their category, Cap, if you can name 10 DreamWorks characters in quick succession, you'll get a chance for a bonus point. Take it away.
Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, Puss in Boots, Hiccup, Toothless, Asterix, Kung Fu Panda, Tigra, Shifu. I can go more.
Okay, what? Did you say
Hold up.
Asterix?
Yeah, Asterix.
As in Asterix and
Hold up.
Obelix?
No, Asterix and How to Train Your
Okay.
Dragon to go.
Actually, Kung Fu Panda has a name.
Poe.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, well, okay, bonus point there, Cap. Well done. Excellent stuff. So after that quick fire round, which only took 40 minutes, let's move on to the chat portion of this show. So is there anything people have seen in the last week? Any breaking news? Any things to react to? Any stuff you've seen or stuff? Jimmy Mac.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about how Adult Swim is distancing themselves from Justin Roiland, a co-creator of Rick and Morty and voice of both, because of Roiland's assault charges. I think it's the smart thing to do to distance themselves from the character, but to me, this sort of seems like they're not really taking the high ground. Like, if they really wanted to distance themselves, they drop the show completely. He's still got like the co-creator credit on it and stuff. So I'm sure they'll hire a sound-alike. And it just reminds me of when Gilbert Gottfried, voice of the Aflac Duck, lost that. He lost his gig because he made a bunch of jokes about the tsunami in Japan, and Aflac had a bunch of accounts in Japan, a lot of customers in Japan. So they distanced themselves from him. They fired him and hired a total sound-alike. So again, it's not taking the high ground to hire somebody who sounds like them. Fire him and then come up with something else. But the problem is there's money involved, and of course they're going to take money over morality.
Any reaction to that? My instant thought to it. I've watched like one episode of Rick and Morty and I couldn't get into it.
It's the second episode. I did the same thing. The first episode is hard to watch. The second episode is hilarious.
Okay, I will check it out based on this recommendation. You got to watch this thing; it's hilarious. But also cancel it entirely.
Because it's Back to the Future. I thought David would love it.
Well, yeah, I do get that it's meant to be that it takes a couple of cues from Back to the Future. Wouldn't it be terrible if, like, you like literally out of the conversation where Jimmy Mac's like, this whole thing should be cancelled and go away? It's like, well, I started watching it based on this recommendation. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Like, I think, my gut reaction is they shouldn't cancel it based on that. If this guy's problematic and it's like, he's going to keep making money from it. But I think, like, in theatre, how many people have played Macbeth? How many people have played King Lear and stuff like this? If it's like, well, the punishment is that he doesn't get to continue as the character. Honestly, I've only seen headlines to know roughly what you're referring to, but I think it sounds difficult to cancel a whole show because it was like the whole Kevin Spacey thing. They continued House of Cards, which again I never watched. But it would be like everyone gets fired because of one person. I don't know.
Yeah, but Kevin Spacey didn't co-create House of Cards, just as all the people who played Macbeth didn't write the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fair point. Anyone else with thoughts on this?
Well, I think you bring up a good point. Is what's acceptable? Like, listening you talk about that, I just made a pretty dumb joke, but in the back of my head that like knows what can be funny and sort of risky is like, ooh, I'll say that. But it's just the same thing as like, is that the kind thing to do? And there's still like a lot of sensitivity about it. So it's like, what is sensitive to the needs of others, and how do you work around that? When it involves money, especially, it's a big thing. And if I need to not be on this at the show because I'm saying jokes like that are offensive to people, then that needs to be something I need to be accountable for.
But, sorry, I see other people with raised hands. I just wanted to say real quick, telling a joke on amongst comedians on a chat show is one thing. Assaulting a woman is very different.
It is, absolutely. But the choice to do something, I bet you Justin Roiland had a choice there. And I think that's a big part to recognize. I don't know. Maybe I'm personalized. I know I'm personalizing and thinking about it too much.
Is the person? Wait, just for clarity. What's the name of this person? Is that the guy?
Justin Roiland. Yeah.
Okay. Marty.
Well, I just it is a very hard situation, but you've got to realize that he's a co-creator, and think about if you co-created something with someone, and they got in trouble like this, but you also got. Your creation was destroyed because of what the other person did. How would that make you feel? And there are writers. There's a ton of different people that work on that show.
Yeah.
It's also gonna affect his other show, Solar Opposites, and we have yet to hear from Hulu how that's gonna play out. Hollywood and morality don't go together. They're always going to follow the money, and they're going to make they're going to try to do something to make it seem like they're doing the right thing, except if it's Ezra Miller. So I could go either way on this, to be honest with you.
Just very quickly on the Ezra Miller thing. Look, let's reserve judgment on his crimes until after I've seen that film, right? Because if it's a bad film...
Sorry, again,
selfish bastard.
Cap, you've had your hand raised forever. I just want to say about Ezra Miller. I don't know why I found this out the other night, but he played Kevin in We Need to Talk About Kevin, which made me laugh my head off because Kevin is like this horrible kid who's just like alienated from his mother and takes a bow and arrow to school and kills a bunch of people.
Wow.
Dude. Great movie.
Okay, Cap.
For that, I would say the first situation is that I think I agree with Martin in a sense like this. Also, other people are working on it. I'm not sure that the studios can completely cut ties with that person that shunned that creation. There's also the saying, right? Separate the art from the artist and all that thing. And also, I agree with Marty's other point, is that morality in Hollywood does not mix. I mean, there was a time, they go with what's popular. The reason why now they're like, we're so at the moral high ground, it's because they think it's popular. As soon as it falls out of popularity, they're going to go back to doing anything that makes them money. That's what they've done historically. So that's why I don't buy most of the stuff that they try to sell nowadays. But the thing is that, about something interesting about what Tim said about humor, the ill jokes, the weird things, is that the one reason why we can't police humor is that we don't know why we laugh at even at bad things. Just to say, there's a lot of times where someone made an ill joke, and sometimes we laughed at it, even though we know it's bad. Because our brain, in a sense, doesn't know what makes it funny and what makes it hurt. In a sense, that's why we can't actually police humor. We can always make the moral choice, but the saying is policing humor is hard.
It's a weird thing. I was having a conversation about this just yesterday or the day before, slightly off this point, but like laughter is a weird thing. You think, what other reaction does a human being give that's kind of inappropriate or like just doesn't match what's happening? Because like if you tickle someone, like if someone's tickling you, you desperately want them to stop it, and yet you're smiling and laughing and giggling, and it's just like when humans were built, we were built with the wrong response there. If you tickled someone and they started crying and stuff like this, then no one would just keep doing it. But instead we laugh in that, and for some reason it's just we are built with laughter as like God came up with the wrong he ran out of reactions. So just give laughter again. Yeah, someone's poking under their arm. Just make it laughter again. It was like, we've got to ship this product tomorrow. Just give it laughter. Everyone likes laughter. Okay, Tim.
I'm not a psychologist.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist or a neuroscientist, but from what I've read, laughter occurs when information is processed through a different part of the brain. So, like connecting a metaphor from like, they tried their best with recent celebrities, like the tragedy involving a recent celebrity. I produced an information processing which wasn't just like, someone got killed from a bullet in an unsafe work environment. So like the humor behind that is, using, sort of like a motivational metaphor in a way that also talks about a recent tragedy that happened. That's what laughter occurs. Like a tickling might be a little bit different because it's a physical stimulus, and there also might be, other associations with that physical stimulus that are an issue. I don't really have an answer for that, but laughter generally occurs when we're thinking about something but a different way.
Yeah, but my thought is if you pick up a skunk, it like sprays like a smell on you. If we did that when we were tickled, it would solve so many problems. Jimmy Matt.
I just want to say that we also like other physical humor, right? Just someone trips up on you. Like someone just walks up and trips and falls off. Sometimes you go, oh my God, he falls off. But sometimes you laugh. You don't know why you laugh. Someone just fell. But then your brain is like, you know what, that's funny.
Yeah. Jimmy Mac?
I think I can sum this up pretty easily with a quote. It's widely attributed to Mel Brooks, but it might be apocryphal. Anyway, the quote is, tragedy is when I get a paper cut Comedy is when you fall into an open manhole and die.
Yeah, no, this is true. My other observation is if you pick up a frog and it doesn't want to be held, it'll piss on you. Now, if this happened when someone like tickled under your arms and you just pissed on them, you'd stop doing it. Yeah, Danny?
I was going to say, so some people probably would if you tickled them. It just depends on how badly they need to go to the bathroom before you do it.
It's true. But then it would still get you again, because then if you imagine if you tickle someone and they just piss themselves. I would do that all the time. You know,
the dark humor right now is
like
just
imagine a bus
like,
pulls
like
a bus pulls up and like there's a window open. You just stick your hand through like this, and suddenly on the bus, oh man, like this, they've all pissed themselves.
No, it can happen. It mostly happens to kids.
Yep.
If they get too excited,
No,
they do piss.
it happened to Adam Sandler.
People as well, maybe.
Wait, Adam Sandler pissed himself?
Yeah, he was the Miles Davis. If pissing in your pants is cool, he's the Miles Davis of it. Remember? I think it was Bill Madison. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, people probably would like, if you tickled them, depending on the way you tickled them, they might also release a smell.
And to be honest, tickling a whole bus of whoever, it just sounds like a bad idea because there's no consent, and that's just like nuts.
Oh my god! Imagine like tickling. Well, I suppose tickling might be a consent-based thing in some courts, but it's suddenly like you're in court. It's like, and the evidence is he pissed himself, and then it's debating whether he was going to piss himself anyway. Right.
I've watched a lot of the YouTube shorts on Suits, and I'm pretty sure that defense is not going to be the first one they're going to use.
Okay. I forget, what is this show about? Right. Anyone seen anything else this week? Or other stuff to react to? Danny?
I did see that there were rumours flying around. You know how last time I was on here I said that there was a potential remake of Final Fantasy IX? Well, apparently there's also sort of leaked rumours. Wait for it, David. It's nothing to do with Final Fantasy IX.
Okay.
It's that they're going to be releasing Final Fantasy X-3, probably, maybe, like a sequel to Final Fantasy.
Maybe.
Which
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It's got the audio drama. I'm told that people aren't going to be entirely thrilled about it.
That'd be interesting because I'd love to see what happens after Kefka is defeated. It's like, for a minute last week or the week before, I had a hankering for final boss soundtrack music to run to from Final Fantasy III, and it went through the whole like 18-minute orchestral version of the final battle with Kefka. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing to run to. But it's like that storyline was just, I enjoyed it, you know, and it really the bad guys win.
Wow.
So
I forget that, like, also I was talking about Final Fantasy X, but I forget that in America you refer to Final Fantasy VI as Final Fantasy III.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good video game.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
To be fair, Dancing Mad, the name of the song that you're referring to, that
yes,
it's a banger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marty.
I just wanted to say it's been really hard to get into some things that I've been trying to watch lately. I find Willow to be not very good. Watched, I think, 3 episodes. I watched The English, which is a Western on Prime. Didn't like it. It was too slow, and the story was just all over the place. Watched the first episode of The Last of Us, and the only question I have about that is, what's going to differentiate that from The Walking Dead?
I can answer that. Nothing.
Okay. I disagree.
No, there will be stuff, but like the point is that they've made it and it's based on a video game, so it's just an adaptation of that.
Okay.
Like the interesting thing with The Last of Us is when it came out, it was within the same year as another video game based on The Walking Dead, the Telltale Games series, and both of them had got like the focus on you play as a main guy who's sort of like protecting a younger girl character sort of thing, and so yeah, it's similar territory to the Walking Dead, but The Walking Dead is similar territory to Resident Evil, to Night of the Living Dead, to any of these things. So They'll just keep. It's like we were in that era where there was like Vampire Diaries and Twilight and all these other vampire-based things all at once, and then there was zombies, and that kind of went away, and now we're just back to zombies. Jimmy Mack.
I just wanted to ask if Marty likes Life cereal. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You've asked me this before.
Yeah, but it wasn't on camera. I wanted to ask though, was Willow a good movie? Because like I saw it once in the theater when I was a kid. It was fine, right? Like I never saw it again. And by the way, if I saw a movie that I liked, guess what, Mom? We are renting that movie every single weekend. Like it didn't really grab me, and so I'm wondering like what is that?
I think it's a fun movie. It's not perfect, but I think it's a fun movie. Watching the television show, they haven't got the tone right.
Yeah.
Matching like the tone between the movie and this TV show, they don't match.
I won't
Is
give.
Willow? Is that a George Lucas property? Like
Yeah.
he was attached to the first one, right? Is he still attached?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have
problem
anything to
right
do with
there.
what Disney do.
No, he
now.
doesn't have anything to do with this version. I don't know. Disney and Marvel have they've been screwing the pooch more than they've been doing good lately, and I'm worried about it.
Well, yeah,
I think
like,
they
I
shot
think
their wad with Endgame.
I think since Endgame, like Marvel have been hit or miss, and it's because they're making too much. To me, this is all down to we've got Disney Plus. We could just put we've bought Star Wars, we've bought Marvel. We can put all of our old Disney films on there, but once people have watched it for a month, why are they going to keep coming back? So we need to keep pumping stuff out. And it's like, oh, what things are there? Nostalgia is big. You know, we've done Star Wars. We're going to make a new Indiana Jones. Willow, that was a thing. Warwick Davis is still alive. Let's make that. But they've got like a weird rhythm with everything they make, like I've noted in the past.
My theory is, David, is that they make crappy stuff, so you would go back and watch the good stuff.
But that doesn't make any sense. Then you could watch the good stuff, and then but like literally, with Willow, without giving huge spoilers, you barely see Willow in like the first episode, and then when you do see him, they have a character literally throw up on him, like literally throw up on him. It's like I couldn't believe like how much they're like just showing like no, he wasn't even being tickled. Like character
Say what
literally.
you will about Velma, at least nobody vomited on her, you know?
Well, yeah, this is the thing. They take all of these old things and look, changing up the formula of some old things doesn't always go badly. I thought when they made a new version of Westworld, the first series was excellent. After that, it went downhill.
Yeah, the first series was great.
I thought Wednesday, which I just watched, I thought that was good so far. You know, so it's a bit hit and miss. And the problem is that sometimes they just try to change things. They try to put a spin on things, or their own spin on things, and sometimes their own spin on things, just because it's not what people are expecting or remember, it just ends up upsetting fans. But literally throwing up on the title character is taking it too far, in my opinion.
Or killing him in the first episode.
Oh, of
Like
Willow?
He-Man.
Of He-Man. Right, here we go.
By the power of Grayskull.
Right, Tim.
Question.
So, my thing with this, what I'm trying to say is that they make shitty remakes. People just gonna hate the remake, and they feel like they're gonna watch the classics. And then who's got the classics?
Well, going back months, you may remember there was one episode of Geek Battle which all just became about Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And that's literally what Coke did. They made new Coke just to make people miss old Coke, and so then they brought old Coke back. But the difference between everyone else's old Coke and mine is that mine is actually a transformer.
Real quick, David. The conspiracy theory about New Coke is that they had changed Coca-Cola. They went from cane sugar to high fructose corn syrup, and threw in new Coke so people wouldn't notice the change. I don't know if that's true. That's the rumor.
But so with the Disney and Marvel thing is the same thing. Is like they're putting out normal stuff, but again, we're going to go back and watch the old stuff. So Disney wins either way. so they can still throw money, and unless it becomes a huge loss, like it happened to Amazon with the Rings of Power, they just don't care. They're just going to pump out content. For the Velma, no one threw up on Velma, but they certainly threw up on Fred. I mean, they just put that character to the nails, and all the others as well. But again, I would like to see more new stuff, because I just watched The Polter King. Sylvester Stallone movie, plays a gangster, and again, I thought this was a normal series, but I enjoyed it very much. It's not something that I would go and look at. I'm not interested in looking mafia movies or gangster movies, but I've been so sick of the normal superhero content, I didn't like it. I watched the simple story of just Sylvester Stallone, an old gangster now going to town to take over. I thought that was pretty interesting, and the writing was very good.
Yeah. Okay. Marty, and then we'll quick check in if anyone else seen other stuff, and then we may move on to like another game. Marty.
Well, this is for Jimmy. Here's a show that I'm watching that I actually like, and it's called Evil, and it's on Paramount Plus. And I'm sure not all of you would enjoy it, but I do. I tend to be kind of a supernatural. I tend to like supernatural shows, and this one it's very enjoyable and well done to me.
I'll check it out. What platform is it on again?
Paramount Plus.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Okay. Andrew.
Well, I'm doing the Paramount Plus free trial at the moment, and I
Regret it.
Beavis and Butthead.
All right.
It's free.
Yeah.
I've got it for a couple of days. Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, the follow-up to Do America.
Is it any good?
Was it worth your time?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, here's the thing: it's pretty much the same concept as Do America. You know, misconstrued. You know, they think they're going to score. You know, in Do America, the guy says, "I'll pay you to do my wife," and they think, like have sex with her, but he needs to kill her. In Do the Universe, it's the same basic concept, but with an astronaut, and they go into space, and then they end up. It starts in 1998, and then they go through a wormhole and come back to 2022. So it's pretty much. I mean, if you like Beavis and Butthead, then you'll like it. Otherwise, it is basically the same. Not the same plot.
It's the exact same movie, except there's no Loki.
Didn't
Exactly.
Mike
There's no
Judge? Didn't Mike Judge do an Idiocracy as well?
And Cornholio is back, and he still needs TV for his punk.
I need TP for my bunghole.
Gotta bring the classics back.
Okay.
If you like Beavis and Butthead, it's good.
Right.
Did the guys who did Beavis and Butthead also do Idiocracy?
Yes, Mike Judge.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
And Office Space, one of the greatest
Yes.
movies that.
But Idiocracy is not funny because it came true. So screw that movie.
I like that movie. It was a weak script, though. They had to rely on narration.
I thought the narrations were more interesting.
Okay. On that note,
narration,
let's move on to another quickfire game. So once again, I'm going to give each person 1 minute, and they will have to ask me yes or no questions to work out what it is that they're trying to work out. It's either like a movie, a famous, or like a fictional character, a video game, TV show, or a book, or whatever. I will do my best to answer yes or no to it. And let's see who will go first. Let's roll the dice, in fact. So, Tim, you will go first. What would you like to guess?
Could I do a character in the Star Wars Legends universe?
No. I can give you a fictional character if you want, though.
All right, let's do a fictional character.
Okay. Right. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. So let's get the timer going. And here you go.
Okay, are they more interesting?
Are they what?
You said it's an interesting character, so I just asked, are they more interesting?
Then what?
I don't know. It's a yes or no question. Are they more interesting than Boba Fett?
No.
Ooh, are they... Oh, is it a male or female?
Yes.
Oh, is it a male? Sorry.
No.
Is it a female?
Yes.
Is it an alien?
No.
Is it a human?
Yes.
Is it in a science fiction franchise?
Not what you'd call it. No.
Do they have a team?
No.
Does she operate independent?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Tiny bit,
is
no.
She a detective?
Is she what?
Is she a detective?
No.
Is she a bounty hunter?
No.
Does she have a sword?
I don't think so.
Does she have a shield?
No.
Does she have a gun?
No.
Does she have a spaceship?
No. And that is time. Okay, Jimmy Mac, same character, handing over to you. Figure it out. Go.
Do they have a lasso of truth?
No.
Do they fight crime?
No.
Do they have powers?
No, not really, but maybe in some description.
I'm sorry, I know he asked this. Is this a superhero franchise?
No.
Action?
No.
Sci-fi?
No.
Is it a Marvel property?
No.
DC?
No.
Does it happen in the future?
This doesn't. No.
This doesn't. Does it happen in the present?
Yeah, for when it was made.
Is there any time travel involved?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do they ever leave Earth?
This character doesn't.
Are they? They're the main. Do they kill people?
Yes.
Is it Sarah Connor?
No.
Sigourney Weaver. Okay, a Sigourney Weaver character.
No. And that is time. Marty, handing over to you.
I literally had that question. Is it a Sigourney Weaver character?
Is this based on a famous book?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't believe so.
It's a character, right?
Yes.
Is this character in a movie?
Yes.
Is it a series of movies?
Yes.
Does she have a distinctive costume?
Kind of, but not. It's not that distinctive.
Okay. Does she have a catchphrase?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Is it Tomb Raider?
No.
Shit. Does she solve mysteries?
No.
Does she do any fucking thing?
Yes, and that is time. Andrew, handing over to you. Go.
Oh, does she work in a brothel?
No.
Did this come out in the 90s?
No.
80s?
Yes.
So there's a series of movies.
Yes.
Were there 3 of them?
And then some.
More than 3?
Yes.
Whoa.
Were they successful?
Yes.
Is it a comedy?
No.
We specify genre?
No.
Fantasy?
No.
Disaster?
No.
She blonde?
Yeah, I think so. I might be slightly wrong on that, but I think so.
Doesn't help. Does she wear glasses?
Not that I remember. And that is time. Danny, handing over to you. Go.
Is this character from a horror franchise?
Yes.
Oh no, well, finally! Does this character have an infamous sibling?
No.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Does this character fall asleep involuntarily and meet the antagonist?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Are they coming to get this character?
No.
Okay, it's not Barbara. Oh gosh, I don't know any 80s franchises. Well, not very many of them. Does this character have a notorious child that was drowned?
Yes.
Is it Pamela Voorhees?
Yes, it is!
Hey!
Go on! Got it. Okay, well done. Excellent stuff, Danny. Right.
To clarify, she does not wear glasses. And
Okay,
she is-
yeah. Right,
Doesn't work in a brothel.
No.
that we know of. Right, Jimmy Mac, what would you like to figure out? A character, a movie, a game, a book, a TV show?
I'm feeling silly. Let's go for a book.
Oh God. Right.
It's gonna be a long.
It's going to be a long time. Okay, good. Right. Where's my phone? This is where I need to look up information. Okay, let's see. Oh, I do know this book. Right. Okay, let's give it a go. I'll do my very best. Go.
Is this book more interesting than a bread box?
Yes.
Is it written by Kurt Vonnegut,
No.
Stephen King,
No.
Tom Clancy?
No.
Was it written pre-1950?
No.
After 1950?
Yes.
That was a stupid question.
Yes.
Was it written pre-2000?
Yes.
Okay, 80s?
No.
70s?
No.
60s?
No.
90s?
Yes.
Is it a Goosebumps?
Yes.
What? I don't know the names of those books. Is it The Clue Behind the Clock?
No.
Well, fuck me, because I don't know. I never read them. Why did I even guess?
Do you know what?
By
I am
Arnold
willing.
Stein.
I am willing to give you. What I will do. I'm going to give you a point because it obviously has Goosebumps in the title. I'm going to give you a point, but I will give a extra 1 minute for everyone, just because otherwise this could go on a very long time to go through everyone here. Let's give 1 extra minute. So I'll give you a point there, Jimmy Mac. 1 extra minute to everyone to figure out what Goosebumps book this is. Go.
Does it have a mask?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is it
What
part
does it involve a puppet?
Not that I'm aware of with a puppet. Danny?
is it part of the Give Yourself Goosebumps series?
I don't think so, no. Danny?
Does it say die?
It is! There you go. It is Say Cheese and Die. Danny,
That is on
point
fire.
there. Okay.
That's the first one that came to mind as well.
Good
Yeah.
job, Danny.
Okay, Marty, what would you like to guess?
Television show?
Okay. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oof. Wow. Okay, let's see if I can go for this one. I'll do my very best. And go.
Is it from the 60s,
No.
70s,
No.
80s,
I don't think so.
90s?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a comedy?
Yes.
Is it a family comedy?
Yes.
Was it on ABC?
Yes.
Is it Family Matters?
No.
Was it on the same night as Family Matters?
I wouldn't know that, Marty.
Okay. Is it Step by Step?
No.
Gosh, what are some other family comedies from that? Is it Growing Pains?
No.
What else can I ask? I'm assuming one of the characters had a catchphrase.
Yes.
Did they have a pet?
I don't remember, to be honest, and that is time. Right.
Okay.
Handing over to Andrew. Go.
Oh God. It's ABC.
Yes.
Was it? God. ABC. Was it family friendly?
Yes.
Did it? Is it Home Improvement?
Yes, it was. It was Home Improvement. Well done there, Andrew. Well done. Knocking them out the park now, everyone.
Home
Okay.
Improvement's making headlines these days.
Is it?
Yeah, Pamela Anderson, she's claiming that Tim Allen flashed her on set.
Well, now we can never watch that ever again. Right.
It's called
Shut it
Toon
down.
Time.
Shut it down.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Jimmy, is that why they call him Tim the Tool?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
What? Is you saying that's why he didn't get to be Buzz? Because he showed his Woody? Right.
Oh.
Now, anyway, let's see who is next. I forget. Andrew, in fact, I think we'll start with you. What would you like to guess?
I'll go video game.
Video game. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oof. Okay. Right.
Oh.
Okay, and here
Boy.
you go.
Is it a simulator game?
No.
Is it a shooter?
No.
RPG?
No.
Racing?
No.
kinds are there? Have you come out in the 90s?
No.
Is it recent?
No.
Is it part of a... Has it been more than one game?
Yes.
Is it Sega?
No.
Nintendo?
It's been on these things, but it's not made by Sega or Nintendo.
Is the lead character male?
Yes.
Is there a military involvement?
A military what?
Is there a military involvement in the film? Is it?
No. Not that I'm aware of. That is time, I'm afraid. Danny, handing over. Go.
Was this released initially on like a Sony console,
No.
Microsoft console?
No.
I'm going to ask it again. Nintendo console,
No.
Atari.
No.
Oh gosh. Is it part of a franchise of video games?
Yes.
Is it an action adventure game?
Action, not adventure. At least not initially.
Is it based on a previous and existing franchise, like a film or movie?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Does it go out in the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I to not mislead people, eventually it came to Nintendo, but you'll never guess what it was originally on.
Okay. Oh no, it's not Final Fantasy then, is it? Is it? Can it be a multiplayer?
Yes.
Okay. Is it one of the Super Mario games?
No, it is not, and that is time, I'm afraid. Cap, handing over. Go.
80s. Oh my god. So is it available on PC too?
Yes, I imagine so.
Is there more than 2 games?
Yes.
Ooh. 80s games. Is it 80s open world? Is that even available?
What?
Okay.
No.
Is it a Mortal Kombat game?
No.
Is it a Street Fighter game?
No.
It's an action game. It's not Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Danny, spelling something. Spell it out, Danny. Spell it out.
Well, you got to go fast.
Is it a fighting game?
No.
Combat game.
Combat.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of.
Like combat. Kind of. Is it a wrestling game?
No.
No. Is it Punch Out?
No. And that is time. Tim, over to you.
Did anyone die of dysentery at this game?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Was the main character, did they have a large appetite?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, so it's not Pac-Man. Did
Or
the...
Kirby.
Oh yeah, that's true. Kirby could be... Not 80s, though. Did the main character have an arch rival?
Yeah.
Was there
I think so.
a princess who needed rescuing in the
I don't think so, no.
video game? Okay.
Not Mario.
Yeah. What? Was it Tron?
No.
Okay. And it was in the 80s.
Yes.
Was it Tank Commander?
No.
Did the guy have a mustache?
No. And that is time. Jimmy Mack, go.
Was it based on an arcade game?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is there a movie in which the characters from this game appear?
I don't think so.
Does the protagonist fight aliens?
I don't think so either.
Do they fight humans?
I don't think so.
Do they fight animals?
Again, I don't think so.
Is it Q*bert?
No.
Dapper. Why
Is
am
it-
I doing arcade games?
No, it's not an arcade game.
Yeah, no. Good heavens. It's a combat game, but it's not a fighting game.
Yeah, it's not fighting, but there is combat. It's
Do they use weapons?
yes.
Do they use guns?
No.
Not Contra. Good heavens. Do they fight snakes? Is
Not-
it Pitfall?
No, it's not.
Oh. Danny's mouthing something to me. I can't read lips. I'm sorry.
That is time, I'm afraid. Right, Marty, handing over to you.
Is it Scorched Earth?
No.
Man, I don't know. Is it Castlevania?
No.
Ow, I have a cramp. Oh. I don't know video games, sorry.
If you want to open it up to everyone to share this minute, I don't mind.
Yeah, everybody guess. Go ahead.
Dig Dug.
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
There's another one. Dragon's Quest?
Zone?
No.
Is it Mega Man?
No.
Oh, I'm close. Okay, I don't know
Is
how
it
I'm close I
Ultraman?
am.
No, it's not Ultraman.
He-Man?
It's not He-Man.
What's close to Mega
Astro
Man?
Boy? Astro Boy? Astro Boy?
It's not Astro Boy.
Are they human?
I don't think so.
Is it Mario Man?
No.
It's Samus.
No.
Not Samus. It's,
Metroid.
No, it's not Metroid.
Zelda?
No.
Mondo.
Is it Capcom?
No.
Yes.
Oh, that is time. I'll tell you guys. And look, if someone tells me that I've got something drastically wrong, I apologise. It's Bomberman. Bomberman.
Oh,
I think he's a robot, right?
No.
What is he then?
He's a man?
Is he?
I mean, it's Bomberman, so not Bomber and Mega Man.
Kind of close when you said.
In what way is that a man?
He's got eyeballs.
He's got an
and he's really
antenna.
happy.
He has an
Like,
antenna on his head.
that you could be communicating to his bombs.
And no nose.
He's got a belt.
Right, well, anyway, I stick to my guns. Right, who has not had a go? Let's rattle through. Is that everyone? Okay, so Danny and then Cap. So, Danny, what would you like?
Can we choose from another character thing that's already been done? Or,
Yeah, go for it.
Can I guess? Can I guess into video game as well?
Yes, you can. Right.
Why, Danny? Why?
Okay,
You're
let's see
gonna
what
go
we've
for
got
the
here.
80s one?
I'm going to go for something that I can definitely answer very confidently on. Which may be a clue. Sliders. Right, no. Okay. Right, let's see what I've got here. Okay, ready? And... go.
Is it a Sony game?
No.
Microsoft console?
Oh, wait, are you asking is it on a Microsoft console?
Yeah,
Is-
did it
is-
first come out on it though?
No.
Nintendo?
Well, yes. It didn't just come out on one thing.
Oh, okay, right. Is it part of a franchise?
Yes.
Is it a survival horror?
No.
Any sort of RPG game?
No.
Action adventure?
No.
Combat?
Yes.
Okay. Is it fighting combat?
Is it what?
Is it fighting combat?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat 2?
No.
First Mortal Kombat game?
No.
Kombat 3?
No.
4?
No.
5?
I don't think there is one called 5 or 6.
Okay, Mortal Kombat 5, Mortal Kombat 6, Mortal Kombat X, 10, whatever it is.
No.
9?
No.
11?
It's not got a number in the title. That's time. Right, okay. Cap, handing over to you. Go.
Is it Mortal Kombat Armageddon?
No.
Okay, that's pretty much all I know. Is it Mortal Kombat? That's not the King Onaga.
What? No.
I'm just spitballing it.
Marching
Does it
Flavin?
have, does the plot involves Quan Chi and what's the other guy?
Look, I'll make it easy for you. Yeah, probably.
Does Raiden die in this one?
Yeah, probably. Fatality.
Is it Mortal Kombat? Does this came out after Mortal Kombat 2? Right after?
Not right after Mortal Kombat 2. That would be
Is it
Mortal
come
Kombat 3.
Right after Mortal Kombat 3.
No.
Okay. Does it come after Mortal Kombat 9?
No.
So it's before Mortal Kombat 9.
And that is time. Tim.
Is it Mortal Kombat Animosity?
No. Good guess.
Does it have animals in it?
Animals?
The title? Yeah.
No.
Is it Mortal Kombat versus Capcom?
No. They should make that, though.
They should. They should finish it.
Aha.
It does more. Does it have a number?
No.
Does it have one word after Mortal Kombat?
No.
Does it have 2 words after Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Is it Mortal Kombat the End?
No.
Is it Mortal Kombat the Battle?
No.
Is it Mortal Kombat Whiplash?
No.
Is it Mortal Kombat Car Accident?
No. I'm at the stage
Mortal
thinking if
Kombat
people
Bad
don't
Joke?
know this title, they're not going to get it. Okay, Jimmy Mac,
Don't
handing
know
over.
this is it Mortal Kombat? I don't know this title. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, technically, Jimmy Mac.
Yes! Oh, I get the point.
Is it Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
No.
Is it Mortal Kombat More Interesting?
No.
Does it feature Goro?
Probably.
Does it feature Liu Kang?
Yes.
Does it feature Smoke?
Yeah, I believe so.
Does it feature Sonya Blade?
I realise at this stage I should have just said yes to Danny at Mortal Kombat. Right, keep going.
Mortal Kombat XL.
No.
I got nothing. Just call time on me.
Okay, I'm calling time. Andrew, do you know?
Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero.
No. Good guess though.
Ooh. Raiden's Raiden? Revenge?
No.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Sonya's shopping trip? No, it's not. Okay, I'll tell you. Marty, I'm giving you the point. Right, it was Mortal Kombat. Danny?
Versus DC.
No, sorry. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Oh man.
That's where the Qui-Gon and that wizard guy killed
Well, I said
Raiden.
yeah, probably. Right, well, anyway, that is that. Guys, on some of those we did excellently. On some of those we did not. Now, we have a tie for first place this week. Danny and Jimmy Mac, you are both this week's Geek of the Week, so congratulations. Now, let's have a quick look. I am going to... we're going to do our outro round, where, as well as saying where people can find you, if you have a recommendation that people should do this week, something they should watch or play or whatever they want, or whatever you want, tell them. Andrew, where can the people find you and what's your recommendation?
The people can find me back here whenever possible, possibly Slam Jam tomorrow if I can make it, if it's happening.
It is.
Cool. And recommendation, Beavis and Butthead do the universe. If you like
Okay.
Beavis and Butthead.
Cap, where can the people find you and what's your recommendation?
You can find me on Swantees where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets, and I am bashing the Velma show, and I'm giving my honest take why it's terribly bad, so go check that video out. And I'm going to be making some Scooby-Doo recommendations as well. I've already made some, so go watch that to get recommended to Scooby-Doo stuff.
Okay, Tim.
You're going to find me at Potato Based Economy, and it's an IG account, and also Timothy Killaway on IG, random things. But my recommendation would be the Sweet Maui Deep River brand potato chips. They were sold out at the market a couple of days ago, and my favorite, the Sweet Mesquite, they were still there. So I recommend Sweet Maui right now, according to what I've seen.
Okay, Marty.
You can find me on Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue, here on Xstreamed whenever I can, and I recommend Evil. It's the only show I'm watching right now that I'm really kind of enjoying. So.
Okay, Danny, where can the people find you?
Still have my old backdrop for this. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Danny Unplanned, and on Twitch at DownbeDanny. And I'm also part of the Portsmouth Improv Experience. That is an anagram for pie if you like the literary puns. We're on Facebook and Instagram at Portsmouth Improv. My recommendation, if I can just find the release date, give me literally 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you check it, my recommendation is to check out Scream 6, which releases in America at least on the 10th of March this year, because it looks amazing.
Okay. The last one was crap. Jimmy Mac, where can the people find you?
You can find me performing regularly with Xstreamed and sometimes Geek Battle. My recommendation I truly despise the movie Boondock Saints. People list it as their #1 favorite movie. I hate that movie. I've seen it multiple times because I'm like, I must be missing something. There's a documentary about the making of that movie. It's called Overnight. Overnight refers to not only this guy's overnight success for writing the movie Boondock Saints and making the movie, but how he threw it all away overnight by just being like an asshole. The documentary is amazing. You can watch it for free on a lot of like the free streaming apps. I highly recommend it.
Okay, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky, which is still spelt Pustandsky. You can get my books from Amazon, and based on Jimmy Mac's recommendation, I'm going to be checking out some Rick and Morty. So there you go. Now, with that, from me, from everyone else, Extreme Improv Extremed will be on in a minute. Stay safe, live long and